Hi friends, welcome to another session on Big Data Technologies. Today let's learn about Hive and Hue, two of the important technologies related to Hadoop ecosystem. Let's begin with Hive. Overview of Apache Hive. Origin. In 2007, Facebook was dealing with the huge challenge of addressing the massive data that was coming into Facebook. Most of its engineers were very well versed with SQL and other high level languages, but not with MapReduce. So they came up with the abstraction layer on top of Hadoop ecosystem and created a SQL-like structure which created underlying MapReduce jobs and provided analytics that they needed and could also deal with the massive data. Later, the same solution was open sourced and became an Apache project. Apache Hive is a data warehouse system that is built on top of Hadoop file system. So it provides a kind of abstraction and takes care of running MapReduce jobs for you behind the scenes. It has a well-defined query language called HiveQL or HQL. It includes data manipulation language, data definition language. Whenever you execute a Hive query, it creates a MapReduce behind the scenes and executes it. Hive is meant for analysis and ad hoc querying. It is not designed for low latency queries or OLTP transactions or smaller data sets. Hive data can be accessed using command line interface, which Hive provides, and then ODBC, which is open database connectivity that lets you connect to most of the data consuming applications. JDBC that lets you connect to Java oriented applications. It has Hue editor, which is nothing but a user interface for Hive that is provided in most of the Hadoop ecosystems. And then there is HT Insight by Microsoft that also lets you query Hive. Hive architecture consists of all these components. As we just saw, Hive web interfaces include HT Insight and Hue Editor. JDBC and ODBC use the Hive's Thrift server interface to get connected to the drivers, and command line directly connects to drivers. And these drivers include various engines that create the underlying MapReduce jobs and execute it on Hadoop file system. The indexing and cataloging of data is stored in Metastore. It also has Hive storage handler class that defines what kind of RDBMS it is going to use to store the data, such as HBase, Cassandra, or MongoDB. Time for a hands-on Hive demo. Let's open Hive's command line interface. I'm using this Cloudera VM, which has Hadoop ecosystem. So let's log into our Hive CLI from here. So to access Hive, just type Hive. Let's run some simple commands first. Show tables. So these are the list of tables it already has. Now we will create a brand new table, and we will import some data, and in our future sessions we will make use of this data into our other videos. For demo purpose, let's create a table, insert some data, and query it. Now instead of creating some data, as always, let's create some useful data related to healthcare domain, maybe some patients and some prescriptions related to them. And in our future sessions, import the same data and provide some analytics or reporting using the same data. So let's get started. Maybe I could use some tools to create some sample data. Let's explore something on internet. I found an interesting website called Generate Data that helps you create the test data that you need. So let's go to generatedata.com, and very quickly you can create sample data for all your needs. Well, most of the needs. So here I'll first provide the table name, in my case patients, and then patient ID, which should be integer. Auto increment numeric is good for me, and I want it to be 1 to 100. and then full name. I'll choose human names, human data names, and the format, age, that again can be a numeric, and I'll give the range as 1 to 100, and city of the user or the patient. Okay, that should be sufficient for now. I'll choose the CSV format, and the data should be comma separated and Windows format. Now this tool also helps you generate various other formats such as Excel file or HTML file and you can define all the table tags and all. You can also create JSON output, or it can create the arrays for different languages. You can also create the SQL scripts for MySQL, Oracle, and other stuff. It can also generate a XML. So this is an excellent a tool to create your test data. File, I want it to download, so I'll choose prompt to download. While it creates, I will generate another file. Let me just take a quick look at the file. It looks good. So this is how it has generated the data. I will get back to this file in a minute, and meanwhile I will also create another table called prescription, and I'll have patient ID in that, and prescription, and here I'll choose drug name. They already have certain some predefined formats I saw, to custom list, and in the custom list I choose drug names. So they already have it here, and I want only one prescription per patient, and I would like to know the date and time when it was prescribed. So visit date, and I will choose a date here, and the date range I would like it to be from say 2013 to 2018, or let's make it 2017. Okay, I would also like to know the PCP name. So I give this as name. Alright, that sounds just like earlier. I want it to be downloaded. Let's generate the data. Alright, I have the second file here. I'll open it. This one looks good too. I will save it in a folder. Here under Sanjay I have Hive data. I will save it as CSV, and I don't need this file. And this is patients. I save it as patients, and under that patients, save it in CSV format. I do not need this file. Alright, so we are ready with the data. Let's go to our Hue editor and import this data. So my VM is still running in the background. I have also forwarded the port. If I specify the IP address, I am able to go to the Hue editor. This is the IP address where my Cloudera is hosted. I go to launch Hue UI. Alright, so it is opening. I'll go to Metastore tables. This is where we define the tables that we store in Hive. I will create the tables using the data I earlier exported from generatedata.com. So I go here, create table from a file, and then mention the table name here. First one, patients, and then the file name I need to mention. So I will say upload file from Hive data patients.csv. Select it again, and then import data from file is checked. I go ahead. Now notice that it shows you the sample data, and also it has not recognized the first column, but that's there in the next step. Go to the next step and specify that the first one is first row is nothing but the data. So I will click on this. Yep, patient ID, full name, age. Yeah, that should map it. I'll say create table. So this will create the table as well as import all the data, and we should be able to see our patients listed here. And we can also go back to our Hive command line interface to verify this. We have our patients here. Click on this small icon to see the data. Yep, we see the data in detail. We can also go back to our Hive and see how is it there, and we can list the same table. Show tables. We have our patients table here, so I'll say select star from patients, and we get all 100 patients. Very good. So now I switch back to Hue again, and then I will import the other table too. So I go back and then create a table from file. I give the table name as prescription, and specify the file prescription.csv. Next, create table. Great, we see our data. So let's run a quick aggregate query and see how Hive helps us in creating the underlying MapReduce job. So we have a patients table, and let's run a very simple count star query on this table. So I say select count of star from patients. Hive created the MapReduce job for us and executed it and returned the result as 100. Let's do the same thing in Hue and see what does it do to fetch the same detail. Select count of star from patients and run it. Okay, there is the answer, 100. Hue editor also gave us the same result, and it also created the MapReduce job for us behind the scenes, just similar to Hive. So although this was very simple example that we took, as we already covered a lot of things, in the future sessions probably we'll explore both Hive and Hue in conjunction with other tools. So to conclude, we learned about Hive. We had an overview of Hive. We looked at its architecture, where is it used, some background and all that. And later we created some test data using generatedata.com. We took that data to import it into Hue editor to create the two tables that we wanted, and then we also listed the data, and then we ran a aggregation to see that Hive is creating MapReduce jobs behind the scenes. With this, we'll wrap up this session here. In future sessions, we'll make use of Hue, Hive, and the data we have created here, and maybe possibly send it other destinations. Please subscribe to my channel to get updates on more of such videos. Thank you and have a great day.